The way I do play against undead is I like to play Zerkers tier 3 expo with triple hero. I do think it's really good if you don't play at the highest MMR, while at the highest MMR we see recently we only see that boring Wyvern, Mass Wyvern strat, because nothing else seems to work. But for normal players, everything is viable really in this matchup. You could play Ground Traders, you could play Headhunters, tier 3, you can play Farseer, you can play Blade Master. In some cases, you can even play TC first. Hex, Stomp, Shadowhunter second, so there's a lot of things you can do in this matchup. And the first thing would be to see if the guy gets a Farseer or a Blade Master. Some people even play Shadowhunter with Pitlord. That's also playable. I don't like it, it doesn't fit my style, but some people can actually make it work. So it's Blade Master versus Dreadlord. I really like Dreadlord, I think it's a very strong hero overall. Some people say it's bad. It's not easy to make it work versus Orc, because they can push you with Walkers and Raiders and Grunts. And a good Blade Master might have map control in the beginning, but at this incredibly low MMR, I think Dreadlord can be amazing. Especially if you go for some kind of Necromancer push. I don't think any of these 600 MMR guys will be able to stop it, because it's hard to defend even at 15 or 1600 MMR. It's just a nasty strat. So let's see. I just hope that they don't leave after 2 minutes because they lose the heroes to the creep. And of course this map is an old school map. I don't think it's part of the rotation of Warcraft III champions, because every time I log I see this map, so I think it's stable. It's stable inside the circuit of champions, unlike Melting World, that's one of those rotation maps that one season it's there, the other season it's not there. This map has been stably reintroduced into W3 champions. But this map, if you are new, this map was unseen in Warcraft 3 for so many years. It's an extremely old school map. And it was famous because it was very hard for humans to expand here back in the day, because back in the day, human wanted always go for fast expansion, even today. But even more, in the old days of Warcraft 3, and it was impossible to expand here against Elf, because they would just push you with Huntresses, and then there's a Fountain of Healing here that you can creep and heal the Huntresses. It was just nasty. So it was banned from Warcraft 3 for many years for balance issues. But now he has been reintroduced. And I still don't like this map because I think it's retarded to get level 3. So I have this map vetoed. But at least it's a good looking map, you know. Northern on Summer, classic. Nice little map. And this guy is not expanding, this guy is like staying tier 1 with the Dreadlord. Only now teching. Which is really bad, because the Orc is already tier 2. But this is slow at creeping. He didn't make a shop, so he has no healing salves, which is really bad because he doesn't have... His creeping time is super slow now. And I don't know what he did because I was talking about other stuff, but he must have fucked up some creeps pretty badly because you're never supposed to have a Blade Master without HP. Like, if you wanna be like this low, you need to calculate it and make a shot earlier so you can heal your Blade Master a long time. You can heal your Blade Master fast, otherwise you're just losing time on the map, you know, not doing anything. And the Dreadlord, by the way, is almost level 3, but as I said before, this map is pretty tricky to get level 3 because you do this and this and this and it's still not level 3. So in order to get the level 3 now, he needs to do a shop or the gold mine, which is really hard. And the shop is in the middle of the map, so it can be contested and the orc can be there. So that's why I don't like this map. There is no clear level 3 creep route. And level 3 in Warcraft 3 makes a huge difference, especially with any hero really. Like, all heroes benefit from level 3 in Warcraft 3, but especially the Dreadlord. Or any hero like Dreadlord, Panda. They benefit greatly from level 3 because the spell, the Carrion's Worm and the Breath of Fire, they just get so much better in level 3. So, like, if you hit these grounds with level 1 Carrion's Worm, doesn't do that much, right? But if you hit them with the level 2 Carrion's Worm, now the damage is really high. But this orc is very passive, is not interested into creepjacking or attacking. So it looks like in the end the undead will be able to get level 3 easily. Also, I don't even know if he does have Carrion's Worm because it looks like he's skilling Vamp Aura. So he goes for Vamp Aura, and I don't know because I can't see it from here which one is his second spell. It could be Sleep or Carrion's Worm. And he's building Slaughterhouse, but there is no Temple of the Damned, so I don't think he's going for Necros. Oh my god, he's leaving the Greater Healing Pot. He's leaving the Greater Healing Pot on the ground to keep a shitty Ritual Dagger that he doesn't even need. Come on, dude, sell the Ritual Dragon. Grab the item. Grab the item. Okay, the Blade Master is AFK, pops the Invul, the grounds are attacking skeletons. Shadow Hunter is not using his spells. The ghouls are beating the grounds. And that was a terrible, terrible fight by the orc. Just got surrounded, lost all of the HP on the Blade Master. Okay, it's Sleep into Vamp Aura. Blade Master is not dead because he does have a TP. I hope he uses it. Oh, but he misses the surround. He fucked up the surround. Okay, so, oh, Korea, thank you AKM for the raid. I casted your game before, by the way. Your game versus Ichiban. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but yeah, I casted one of your games. And I don't know what, Ichiban got just fucking destroyed. He should have left that game long time ago, as I said on the stream, but he didn't. And yeah, so I'm starting to notice a pattern in these Bronze Grass League games, and the pattern is that these people are extremely greedy when it comes to items. They don't want to let go of shitty items. Like, this guy is doing the same as the Archmage guy in the game before. The Archmage guy was just walking with double Glows of Haste, and he was leaving potions, higher tier items on the ground because he didn't want to sell or just throw away his fucking Glows of Haste. So I don't understand why this pattern, even if their MMR is low, it should just be logical. Okay, this guy is better. This guy knows. So this guy, as you can see, he just dropped the gauntlets and he took the potion of greater healing, which is obviously much better than the gauntlets, right? But that guy in the game before, he was really triggering with those double glossal haste, and he was leaving major potions on the ground just to have that additional speed on the Archmage. So yeah, I do think these players should just be a little bit more aware of how they use their inventory slots, stuff like that. So we do have mass grants for Kirbsoner. By the way, really cool name. Kirbsoner. Okay, I can take it back. I thought that this name had something to do with boners, but it doesn't. And I don't understand what it's trying to do with massing grants in tier 2, but let's see. So we have a major fight between mass ghouls and mass grants. So on paper, grants are stronger than ghouls, right? But we also have to look at the upgrades, and grants are 0-1, ghouls are 2-1. But looks like the ghouls are getting wrecked, there is no micro whatsoever, of course, so the Lich gets absolutely demolished by the Blade Master. And by the way, his Orc is a genius, and he's playing triple hero with Farseer. So he's not playing the standard Blade Master, Shadowhunter TC that I play in FFA or even in 1v1. No, he's playing a Farseer third, and he's owning. He's fucking owning. He's owning. I don't think he lost a single grant, and he killed all of those ghouls. So both players are playing two completely unlegitimate builds, but it looks like in the end the Orc build is more legitimate than the Undead build, because the Undead didn't kill anything there. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't predict, because normally when I see Dreadlord players with Mass Ghouls and Vamp Aura fighting against ground armies at higher MMR, the Orc just gets destroyed. Especially if they don't have any heal scrolls, but at this MMR, which is, by the way, 600 MMR for those players, the Undead stood no chance. So now the Undead is in a very bad spot, terrible spot indeed, and he doesn't know what to do. He's AFK in space, he's uncertain on what type of units to produce. I don't see the win condition again. He could, of course, there's mass grants, so he could get level 5 Dreadlord, retrain. I would retrain to get level 5 and retrain to Carrion Swarm, and then you can just demolish all of these grants. But the problem is that the Orc is gonna get Torrents soon, and also the Orc has an expansion, which is the correct thing to do. In Warcraft 3, when you win a fight, when you maneuver yourself into a position of advantage, you want to make sure to solidify that advantage and make it even bigger. And the best way to do it usually is either by pushing and finishing the game, or if you are strong, just get even stronger, which means expand. So Kirbsoner, even though he's only 600 MMR, understands this concept, and he won a fight and he expanded behind it. And now he's getting heal scroll on the Shadowhunter, which I really like. The only thing I don't like is that he's keeping the Orb of Lightning on the Shadowhunter. I would put it on the Blade, because yes, it's just better. And now he's standing AFK at the camp for some reasons, probably macroing something in the base. Yeah. So a little bit of AFK time, too much AFK time here, just like 5 minutes of sitting. Which is the first thing to look for when you're... If you don't know if a game is like high MMR or low MMR, just look at how fast people are moving on the map. Like you will see in pro game, there is never a moment of pause. Like you will see the armies are always moving, always moving, always moving, always moving. And the lower the MMR gets, the more moments of AFK-ness, so to speak, you will see in the game. And because these are the lowest MMR games possible, you will see a lot of moments where just units are not moving, and that's because people are just unsure what to do and they are trying to heal, maybe they are trying to make an additional production building, stuff like that. It happens to everybody, right? To be AFK for a little while, but the lower you go with the MMR, the longer these situations last. Okay, so the Expo is mining for red. Purple is still not level 5 because he went for a leech second. Okay, he already got the leech before, I remember now, but honestly I think at this point the game is actually over. But if you want to take a good fight, at least you don't even remake the leech. I think the leech is just useless. Don't even resurrect the leech, make mass ghouls, one abomination for disease cloud, and just take a good fight with ghouls, kill a bunch of shit, get level 5, and retrain to Carrion Swarm. That's your best shot. There's absolutely nothing else than Purple can do. Honestly, I would just leave the game, but I don't think he's gonna be able to. He's gonna understand that he needs to leave. So he's massing ghouls. He can't go, of course, any flying units because he doesn't have the gold. He's got a bunch of wood. Oh, and of course, another thing he could do is because red is not scouting anything, what he could do is he could just expand. And then just cross his fingers and hope that the expansion never gets scouted, right? So you expand here, you sneak out an expo, red isn't scouting anything, so why not? And then you make a bunch of frostworms and kill everything. He sounds like the guy in Poe who is a gladiator from the age of 13. I don't know what a Poe is, AKM. I don't know. I'm assuming it's Path of Exile, right? But I don't play that game, so I cannot get your reference, because I've never played that game. The only reason I know this game in the first place is because there's this guy, this Twitch streamer called Alkaiser X that used to stream Warcraft 3. And I saw that he is a Path of Exile player. That's the only reason I know this game, because the only game I play is Warcraft 3. And of course StarCraft 2 as well. Because everybody knows StarCraft 2, but yeah. Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2, Dota, all the other games are just non-existing for me. Okay, the Dreadlord is about to get wrecked. And we'll die. Yeah. Unfortunately, as I said before, I'm trying to find the most balanced possible games, looking carefully at the MMR of these guys, selecting only the games with the most balanced MMR, but the games are not balanced. There's always one guy that gets absolutely demolished. Even though these ghouls are now ravaging, you see the power of the ghouls now, right? Look at these ghouls. Look at these ghouls. 3-3 ghouls, they're fucking owning. Even without micro. Imagine if this guy made more ghouls and had a level 5 Dreadlord with Carrion Swarm, he would own this fight. He would absolutely demolish the orc. But now, without a hero, he doesn't even benefit from the additional XP that he would get. And the Shadow Hunter actually survives with 10 HP. But yeah, 3-3 ghouls are really good against orc ground, especially if there's no stomp. So actually his build wasn't even that terrible for this MMR, but just the decision making and the execution was just not there. Red was the better player and he deserves to win this game. And now he's even switching to Mass Raiders, which I really like. Red is gonna be like, okay, I've seen enough, let's just close this shit. Let's pillage him, let's make him suffer. He's queuing 5 golds from one single crate. 5 golds. It doesn't even have the altar. Okay, the Dreadlord comes back on level 4 from Tavern. And I'm assuming still not Carrion's one, right? Still not Carrion's one. Pops the mana pot, throws asleep. But these games are so much fun. He just slapped the Raider for no reason, wasting mana. Now he buys the potion of healing. But one thing he did right. He finally realized he can expand in this game. The problem is, instead of making the actual extractor of gold, he made a necropolis, which is absolutely useless, as the only thing that necropolis does in this game is giving you more supply and of course allowing you to build additional workers. But if you don't have a gold mine to begin with, then you don't need the workers. So he's not even mining from this expo because he doesn't have an expo. That's the level we are casting. And the Dreadlord is now almost surrounded and he has nowhere to escape. We do see demolishers. It's time to call the GG. Or just leave the game without GG, as I would do. It's just time to leave. Nice surround on the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter dies! Dreadlord finally acquires the valuable level 5. And the Demolishers are now in danger. But because he never ever retrained to Carrion's Worm, I think these Demolishers will escape and the Blade Master will execute this Dreadlord. No, because he gets slapped and surrounded. Come on, close the surround. Okay, surround. Who's gonna win? There you go. Okay. If this is not a GG time, then I don't know what it takes to live a game. Doesn't even have the gold to revive the hero. He's chasing the Blade Master with a bunch of golds. This is so sad. Oh, he gets the gold mine. Wait a minute, he gets the gold mine up. He's got the gold mine up. It's okay. He's got 5 acolytes, a gold mine, and a dream. And the golds are still strong, by the way. So see, even in this type of game, with all these mistakes that this guy did, there's still some value to extract, because we learned the power of 3-3 ghouls. 3-3 ghouls are good. They are good units. They have been buffed many times by Blizzard. They're really strong. And with just a little bit of micro, with just a little bit of better strategy, they can actually own. They can own humans, they can own elves, they can own orcs. This guy has formation movement, by the way. You can see that the army is really packed and moving slow, because what happens is when you're in formation movement, your army moves at the speed of the slowest unit that is contained in your group. So demolishers are really slow, right? If you have demolishers and formation movement active, your army will be just moving like a slow ass, which is horrible. It looks so bad. Okay, final attack. And HUSHUS46 has left the game. Kirbsoner was victorious. GG, well played. Not a close game, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go back to another, to a decent game. Keep switching back between the lowest MMR games possible, as the title of the stream says, and some higher level games. Let's see what we got.